Hello, Richard Shorroyd here, and welcome to the pilot episode of the Forty20 Live Almost Daily World Cup podcast. Yes, that's right. Throughout the World Cup, kicking off next week, we'll be with you almost daily, which gives me a cop-out not to do it if, there's no stuff to talk about, throughout the whole tournament, because we're, on tour, as you know. Last week in Catterick, this week, Tuesday in Doncaster, Friday night in Newcastle, ahead of the old World Cup getting underway, with England, Samoa, and the big opening ceremony with the Kaiser Chiefs. I think I might be eating a pie at that point, I'm not sure. Depends if they do Angry Mob. I hope they do Angry Mob, which is what most Rugby League fans are. Now, I've been down to Ireland training today to meet some members of the squad, ask them about their Irishness, because obviously that's a hot topic at the moment, and generally get in the way of their training. If you want to watch the video of this, it'll be up on YouTube on our channel. Just search Forty20 TV. You can see shots of the men in the gym. So there's something for you. I might do a slow motion. I should do a slow motion montage. That might get lots of views, actually. More than usual. So, here now from my mate Jimmy. You'll hear him first. Then Brendan O'Hagan, Joe Keys, and Ronan Michael as we start our odyssey of World Cup with the Forty20 Live Almost Daily World Cup podcast. Very important at these things that we get things right. So, how do you pronounce your name?
Jaimin Jolliffe.
Excellent. Jimmy.
Jimmy's easier for everyone else, yeah.
What's it like being in England at this time of year?
No, it's nice. Obviously, quite a bit colder than what I'm used to up on the Gold Coast, but it's change of scenery. It's very different, but I'm really enjoying my time here.
What's it like being part of the Irish squad for the first time?
Oh, it's amazing. Obviously, they're a great bunch of lads, and it's a real good group here, a real passionate group, and I'm just hoping to add to that and do my family proud. So it's really good being here. What's the family connection then to the Emerald? So on my father's side, my nan, she was born in County Down in Northern Ireland, a town called Newtonards, if I'm saying that correct. But that's a connection there, and she's a proud Irish woman, so to be able to represent her is really special. And like I say, that must be great, because obviously there's a lot of family connections in this Irish squad. To be able to pay tribute to your family must be a great honour. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like you said, it is a great honour, and I'm proud to do it. And once I pull the jersey on, I just want to do these boys proud as well, and Ireland. So yeah. What's it like being in camp for the last week or so? No, it's been really good. Obviously getting to know the lads. I was trying to understand the accent. They're probably thinking I sound a bit different as well, but it's been really good. They're all a bunch of welcoming blokes, and we've had a beer together and really sort of broken the ice. So they're really good dudes, and they're all just ready to rip in and play some good footy. For those who don't watch the NRL, what kind of player are you? I like to think of myself as a pretty tough, consistent forward. Yeah, so that's what I pride myself on, is the little effort areas, and that's what I want to bring to this team. And I know our focus here is being a strong defensive team, and I think I can add to that. So. Yeah. How did things come about then in terms of getting the call up to Ireland? Obviously there was a heritage line there, and I'd put that in my contract, and obviously that information come across the Irish board, and they contacted me, and it's always something I knew I could do, but to have them call up and actually ask me to come on the tour with them was it was really special. For you and the other NRL players in the squad, how important is your experience of coming up against, say, the New Zealanders in that final group game? How important is that going to be, because you'll know a little bit more about those players than we do here? Yeah, it'd be important. Obviously, they're probably the front runners at the moment. They're such a quality team, but I've played against them all. Obviously not all at once, but hopefully I can bring a bit of experience back and a bit of knowledge for these boys, so we can take them head on and we know what we're expecting. And likewise, when you face Jamaica, I guess some of the experience from the guys in the squad will help you out. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, vice versa. These boys probably know a lot of the Jamaican boys, so they'll give me the heads up who to run at, who not to run at. So I'll do the same for New Zealand. By the end of the time, what are you hoping to achieve here? Obviously, we want to have a successful campaign here. We're pushing for a spot in the 2025 World Cup as well over in France. So that's the goal. Minimum standard is finals. So that's what we've aimed for, and I think we can achieve that. And everyone set their sights on it, so we're working hard for that. Yeah, it's been unreal. The vibe's been really good. Obviously, based here in Leeds, it's not a bad spot to be. So the weather's been not too bad as well. So the vibe's been really good. The boys have been ripping in over the last 2 days, and
everyone's just settling in really well, and the vibe's really good at the moment.
What's your connection with Ireland? How do you qualify, and how did you end up here in Leeds this year?
So both my mum's dad and my dad's Irish, and my mum's dad's from Sligo, and my dad's from Derry. So quite thick in the Irish history I am, and obviously look the piece with the ginger hair, and I'm really stoked to be in this camp. It means a lot to myself, and it means a lot to my family as well. So it's a big achievement for myself, and I'm just riding the wave and just really enjoying it. It's obviously a big occasion, and just learn everything I can whilst being in camp.
That is the one thing that it appears. Now, obviously, only been here a few minutes, but there appears to be a great spirit already within the camp. You've only been together a few days.
Yeah, it's been unreal, mate. All the boys, there's some good characters in the team, and we're all gelling together really well, and it kind of shows as well out on the paddock as well. The boys are looking really sharp as well. So it's good fun in camp, and obviously being together, you're stuck together. So it's been some good times.
What kind of player are you out on the field? What should we be looking for you to be doing out there?
Yeah, so I'm a 7 or a 9 here for the Irish team. So hopefully I can bring some energy and a bit of spark around the ruck. And I just want to rip in. I want to rip in for the country as well, and for my family too. So as I said, I'm really looking forward to the next 4 weeks. 3
tough games: Lebanon, Jamaica and New Zealand. What do you know about those sides?
Yeah, obviously they're quality sides. Obviously New Zealand are a massive big dog in the competition. So they're always going to be a tough game. And Jamaica and Lebanon, they're quite good too, and they've been coming over the last few years and really tearing it up too. So look, we just need to worry about ourselves. Obviously, camp footy, you're not together for that long, so we just need to focus on ourselves and kind of gel together as a team. What we're doing now, so and I think we should be all right.
Was it an easy decision to make to come over to England in the autumn/winter rather than stay at home in the summer in Australia?
I've been over here for 2 years now, and I'm slowly getting used to the weather. The cold still gets me, but I'm living in York, so it's a beautiful city, and here in Leeds it's unreal as well. And as the sun just kind of pops out now, it hasn't been too bad. The wind gets you, but other than that, it's not too bad.
Good, yeah, excited. There's a good buzz around camp and that. Obviously, a lot of new faces. We've had a good couple of sessions there so far, so all's going well, and hopefully we can be ready to go next week.
Not a bad season with Halifax. It must be nice to build on that this coming tournament.
Yeah, definitely. It's been good staying fit and getting a full season under my belt, so hopefully I can carry a bit of form into the World Cup. Yeah.
What are the hopes at this point of the event? Because obviously you've got 3 big games: Lebanon, Jamaica, and then New Zealand in the final group game.
Yeah, obviously 3 tough games, so we're just going to be taking it week by week and preparing for each one individually and not getting ahead of ourselves. And obviously the first job's Jamaica, so that's all our focus is on at the minute.
What's it like building up to these kind of games? Because I guess no one knows much about any one of the smaller nations, so to speak.
Yeah, I suppose that adds a bit to it, but when it's people playing for their country, it's passion, and that takes it to another level. So we're expecting 3 tough physical games.
We know that Ireland are a very passionate sporting nation. What's it like to be in the green jersey?
It's amazing. Stuff like that. Like you said, it's a very passionate nation, and we're a passionate bunch who hopefully come together and play well like we have done in previous years, and hopefully they'll do the talking.
As you say, some new faces coming into the squad. How have they fit into the Irish way of rugby league?
Brilliant, yeah. It doesn't feel like a new group. Everyone, like them 2 sessions then, have been spot on, and everyone's gelling and socialising and stuff, so getting to know each other, and it's good to make new friends and get to know new people, so it's a bit of a change from club rugby, but yeah, it's been good so far.
For those who've never seen Ireland play, what are we expecting to see? What style of play will we see from the Irish in the World Cup?
I think they sort of pride themselves. We always pride ourselves on our effort areas and grafting for each other and working hard for each other, playing together. So I think just a team that is willing to put their body on line for one another and just graft for the full 80 minutes.
And obviously not the biggest sport in Ireland, but a great chance to showcase the sport to those watching.
Definitely, yeah. It's always nice to get out to new audiences and stuff, and hopefully we can get the game buzzing over there. I know there's a few clubs over there doing really good things, so hopefully this World Cup just...
Ronan, first of all, how do you feel part of the Ireland squad for the World Cup?
I'm delighted, I'm buzzing to be here, and obviously it's a long time coming with it postponed last year, so I'm just glad to be here and grateful and excited. We have an exciting group, a fantastic group, and it's been building since I came into this group in 2018, so it's really special.
I remember the World Cup quarter-final in 2000. I'm assuming you weren't born then.
In 2000? Just that was my year of birth, so yeah.
England played Ireland at Headingley. It was an amazing atmosphere, and it was a great kick-off for Ireland in the World Cup. What are you hoping to achieve this year?
Well, I think for us, I think quarterfinals is a minimum standard. You know, that's what we're excited about. Like, we think that we can really get out of this group and like have a real dig and get into the quarters. And you know, once you're in the quarterfinals, like anything can happen. Do you know what I mean? We're excited for that. But I think the real main thing is building a lot of momentum from this tournament. You know, like obviously COVID slowed down the international game a lot, so we need to get a bit of momentum going. And I think that like we're looking at our group and we're going, yeah, we can get out of it and we can really make an impact and be, I suppose, an underdog in this tournament. You know what I mean? Be someone who spooks a few people and shakes up our group a bit.
Irish sports fans love an underdog, and I guess you're going to play into that role.
Well, absolutely, yeah. And you know they call us the Fighting Irish, don't they? So you know yourself, going to play into that role a lot. I guess we have a group of really talented lads here, you know, and it's exciting. Like we have the talent, and a lot of people have come forward for this tournament, and it's really exciting with the lads that we have.
Yeah, well, what's it like? Because obviously you're blending together a mix of players in the Championship, Super League, and the NRL guys have come over, and I guess you're going to be the Irish ambassador. You're going to have to teach them all about Ireland. I
know, we're all Irish here, you know, once that jersey's on, we're all Irish here, but yeah, no, absolutely, we have lads from everywhere, all ages, and like we have some younger lads than me, which is unusual. I'm used to being the youngest person, you know what I mean, but there's some young lads and some experienced lads, and there's lads who've played like over 200 games and played in the biggest occasions for rugby league, so it's exciting, you know, and like we're blending that experience with those new people, and we've all come together as a group. Like we've only been in camp 2 days, and like, everyone's getting around each other and that, so it's really exciting with the way the groups come together, and everyone's just dead on and ready to rip in for Ireland and for the country.
Yeah, it sounds like the social side's going well, and I guess the rugby side will be ready in a week or so's time.
Well, that's it, you know, that'll take care of itself. If we're all good mates and we're willing to have a dig for each other and we all have each other's back, you know what I mean, then everything else will take care of it. You know, there's the talent here, we have the talent there, we have the players who've been playing all year, they know how to play rugby league, you know what I mean. It's the main thing is that we get around each other and we know the reason that we're all playing together for our country, and that's the main thing, you know, because you can't build that way having the passion and having the group as a bit of togetherness, you know.
And getting the nation of Ireland, whether over there or over here, behind you in the tournament.
Absolutely. Well, listen, I'll tell you something, like there's some amount of people saying that they're booking on the flight over, Ryanair Magic flights, you know what I mean, but the rickety flights, but yeah, no, they're all coming over to support us, and we have a huge Irish base in Leeds, you know, there's an Irish centre and there's a lot of Irish heritage in Leeds as well, so no doubt we'll have the city of Leeds behind us and all the people with Irish heritage, as well as hopefully some neutrals who just want to get on the bandwagon and support Ireland, you know, just because, you know, we're all fairly decent fellas, so hopefully a few neutral fans come across and have Ireland as their second team.